Defensively, we've been pretty good, but we knew we weren't scoring enough goals from them, and now you're starting to see the work that we're putting on the training ground is bearing fruit. And a couple of goals last week off of set play situations against Chicago. Here we had a couple of opportunities, and then tonight obviously it's got us another goal.
You are making some great connections up top with yourself, Emil Forsberg, Dante. What was missing tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were probably maybe just a little bit too slow at times. I think we were probably too comfortable on the ball, and I think on another night we did create a lot of chances. We probably didn't create enough clear-cut chances, but we definitely created enough to win that game. And I'm guilty myself. I should have scored a few minutes into the game. It was a great save from the keeper, but I think we like I said, we created enough chances to win that game. I don't think anything necessarily went wrong in the attacking phase of the game. We just need to be a little bit more ruthless.
What do you think about the character of the club trying to go for the W, being a man down?
Yeah, I mean, I knew when we went down to 10 that we weren't going to be playing for a draw. Of course, you need to defend and absorb some pressure, but we knew we were going to have chances going the other way. And I think of course, naturally, you drop a little bit deeper towards your own goal to make sure you don't concede. But I thought we were brave and trying to hit them on the counter attack and commit numbers forward to getting a winner. And we nearly did. Not that we had a clear chance, but I think we were definitely dangerous going forward when we went down to 10 men. And as a group, when we did go down to 10 men, we wanted to win that game. We didn't want to draw.
Lewis, the last three matches, obviously no goals against Chicago. You gave up the late goal against LAFC, and tonight it was in stops and starts, and then obviously they scored first. You scored to level it. What is it going to take to get? You've shown flashes in these three matches. What's it going to take to get back to that consistency where you were playing so well to start the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've done really well over the 3 game spell. I think we've definitely had a lot of control in those games. Chicago, of course, is an isolated incident. We played with 10 men for 65 minutes of that game, if I'm not wrong, and that was probably one of the games where we definitely wanted to win that game, but you tie that game at 0-0, and it's a different situation to tonight because we played with 10 men for so long. And then going away to LAFC is tough. We conceded the goal really, really late on, so we could easily be sitting here with a win or 1 or 2 wins out of those last 3 games, and I think it's important that we don't drop our heads. We're doing really well, we're playing well, and tonight we did miss a little bit. We are disappointed that we didn't get the win, and it just kicks us on to next week. We've got a massive game in Miami, and that's the focus now. We had one good result against them earlier on this year, and they're building up a lot of momentum. It's going to be a good game with 2 good teams.
Lewis, what did you see differently in the second half, going playing off the wing as opposed to playing up front next to Dante in the first half? Just how did that feel any different for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's natural for me. I mean, we noticed that they were playing with really high wing backs, so the space was out wide because the 3 centre backs they do have like to stay narrow and like to defend their box, and we just thought we would be able to isolate some of their centre backs out in the wide areas. Again, it created chances, but not anything clear cut. So it was something that I think the manager done really well to notice, and it also gives Emil that freedom to come inside. When he's inside, I just go play a little bit wider, and like I say, on another day we would have found the winner, I think.
Lewis, did you get a chance to speak to Noah, how he was feeling after the game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's disappointed. He made sure he apologised to his teammates. He doesn't need to apologise. We're all one. It was a mistake, and listen, it's something we'll learn from. He's been brilliant since he came in, so I've got absolutely no doubts about that he'll bounce back and continue to be a really important player for us. So yeah, players, we're all in this together. We managed to get a point tonight. We wish it was 3, and we just move on to Miami now.
Frankie was missing from the start. Wiki took over his spot. Just talk about what you were missing maybe from Frankie not being there from the beginning of the game.
Of course, Frankie's a big player for us. He's really influential. I think he's been brilliant this year, as has Wiki. When you think about players who've really stepped up this year, Wiki's probably at the top of that list. I think he's been brilliant every time he's played, and he's playing everywhere in every single role. We're obviously had unfortunate injury to Peter, and then Frankie was touch and go this week with an ankle injury, so we had full confidence in Wiki to go in there and perform, and yeah, of course we don't want any injuries, but when we do, we've shown that we've got players who can come in, and it's always the next man up.
We saw at the end of the game you exchanged shirts with Ryan Gold. How was that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's a fellow Scot in this league. He's a good friend, and he's been amazing in this league the last few years. So of course tonight I wish we got the better of him and we won. I didn't want him to do well tonight, but yeah, it's there's not many of us in this league. I think there's only 3 Scottish players in this league, so it's always nice to see fellow countrymen doing well. And like I say, I wish tonight he didn't do so well because I thought he was really good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Lewis.
Thanks so much.